everyone, welcome back to the African Learning Platforms. Today we're doing our fourth episode, but guess what? Learn and link. Today we're learning and linking about mental health. We have different guests in the house. I will let them present themselves.
Hi everyone, my
Hello.
name is Sosino Diwar. I'm a MasterCard Foundation scholar here pursuing bachelor's degree in Business Information Technology, currently in level 2. So yeah, I'm really glad to be here, and we really love to learn a lot, as we'll also be contributing a lot. Thank you.
Yay!
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm
Hi.
Audrey Kanziga, and currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in accounting and finance. And I'm also a MasterCard Foundation scholar, currently also serving my fellow student as Minister in charge of education and international student. So I'm very proud to be with you guys in this podcast.
Hi everyone,
The big man.
my name is Ian Manzi. I am currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in general medicine and surgery, level 3. I'm not a MasterCard scholar.
For your own info.
Yes, just so you know. Yes.
Alright.
Alright, I am Elvis Chusa. Same as him, I am a third year medical student pursuing a bachelor's in general medicine and surgery. Almost forgot there.
Yeah.
And I am also very glad to be here. I am really big on the subject of mental health.
Also,
Big person.
Also not a MasterCard scholar.
You forgot to mention that.
No, they didn't have to know.
So as they said, we have a lot of people in this house. Medical students, law students, hello, and accounting students, and also BIT. The topic today is a diverse topic. It's not about only people in the medical sector or in arts, but on a daily basis. As I said, the topic of today is the mind we don't talk about. Is it irrelevant to you? Africans, hello!
Talk about my
So, I will start with Ian.
Yes.
Ian, what do you think about mental health to you?
mental health. Well, just as a medical student, all health is important to me, and if I believe in the saying everything starts with the mind. So that means mental health is one of the most crucial parts of a human being's well-being. Therefore, I value mental health 100%.
Yeah, lovely. I want to hear not so much with biology in it.
Oh yes, so we'll get into that later.
Yes, I want to hear from a BIT student. What is mental health to you?
Basically, if you talk about mental health, it just tells me the state of my mind. And whenever there's a problem, I know the state of my mental health is somehow interrupted, or it's not functioning well. Or whenever I'm feeling okay, like now I'm feeling okay to be here.
Okay.
I know the state of my mental health is really
It's
good.
perfect.
So yeah, so in simple terms, I just want to say it's the state of my mind. If it's good, if it's bad, or it's in the intermediate level. But now it's really good. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that's so nice. So you're having you understand the definition. So it was about photosynthesis.
Yes, close that.
It's a lot of
Photosynthesis in the human
biology,
mind, yeah.
but then he simplified it. Like it's relevant to right now. Like he's feeling perfect because of the situation and everything. Elvis, what do you think?
What do I think about mental health?
Mm-hmm.
How long was this episode going to run for again?
Well, he wants to make sure he
Alright.
has 1 hour now.
That's
So,
what I say, I know.
when I talk about mental health, if I want to simplify it, right, in layman's terms, because believe it or not, mental health has become what I like to call a buzzword. Are you familiar with buzzwords?
Terminologies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Somebody hit the
basically,
buzz.
it's something you hear every day. Youth, mental health, and climate change, global warming, right?
Mental
Female.
health.
Yeah.
Inflation is mental health.
So mental health is very simply the health of one of the most important organs in your body, your brain, right? Just like how when you have a stomachache or a headache, you are impaired in a lot of the things you're going to do. Mental health is very much some of the more complicated cases of like your activities being impaired, right?
Yeah.
So say you wake up in the morning and you just for some reason don't really feel like going to class, right?
Yeah.
Class
you're-
now. Every day I don't feel like going to class.
So you have a permanent mental health.
Okay.
You know, and
Goodness.
I'd say that's one of like the mildest forms, the way that it manifests, right? We have also cases where we have complete and utter collapse of people's activities. Things that you were able to do so easily and so well are just almost a task to you now, right? Almost insurmountable, just like an obstacle. So those are what we like to call like actual manifestations of it.
Yeah.
We also have signs that we ignore, and I'm sure we'll get into it as the episode
Yeah, it
goes
goes
on. But
on,
yeah,
so-
basically that's
I wanna
that's
read
how
it.
I understand the concept.
I want to redo.
You want to redo? So
Oh,
you
so
don't want
much.
to bring up the
I didn't know you
photosynthesis?
asked for a lecture.
Really?
I would have done that. Exactly.
It's a lecture actually, which is so
very good.
nice. So I want us to take ourselves back to when we were 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. Do you remember the way we used to have that aching like curiosity that we wanted to ask a lot of questions?
Yes.
Oh, you all had questions. Where
Yes,
did they go? So I want to ask. This is going to be Pastuka Kanziga.
The minister.
Yeah, the minister.
yeah.
So the
Minister of
minister.
Education.
I want to hear about you. What do you think about family contributing to our mental health?
Okay, for me, I think
know that
that
someone who
support
has-
starts with the family. It may be the varies, and as well the behaviors that someone carries. It all starts from the foundation of the family.
As a basic.
Yeah, the contribution that the parents do they give to their children. It may be the advice, it may be the stories that they tell them while they are eating, while they are even going to sleep, whatever, everything. And I think that the way the family contribute to the mental health is when the parents are giving a good care to their child, and as well giving the best advice, for their children.
I hear it and I love it the way you're so positive.
Yeah.
You're so positive. You're talking about only the way the parents used to give us the ideas and you don't do this, don't do this. But you're not talking about the side eye of our mothers. When you're talking something,
all both.
yeah, both of them. Because when you're like having a visitor in the dining room, and then you start talking about the way the shoes and the bombastic side eye.
Or the visitor tells you, oh, you can have the meat as well.
Yeah,
And then
you
your
know,
mother
right?
just looks at you and is like, you know you don't want the meat.
Yeah, you know.
So what
you
I'm
can take
hearing
it-
is you people were not given a list of rules of the way to
Right.
act. Huh?
No, we were not given. No, it was audited every day.
Yeah, so
New
that
rules
kind of
every day,
environment,
every day.
being raised, grown up in that kind of environment, where you know that there's this kind of a look that your mother is looking at you, and you know what exactly means. If it's like wash the dishes,
Yes.
she looks like you, and you go to wash the dishes. So I want to hear about that, and please make it so relevant with how we are, how we think, the depression, the trauma, everything that have been raised in us. So because of that kind of, the look, the environment that they kept us from in, what do you think? Did your mother used to look you?
Yeah, of course. For me, when I can say about that, what I can say about it is that I think that all of us, when we were young, our parents used it just to motivate us, just tell us that you can do that, you are so strong, and avoid you just to show your weakness. Okay,
Yeah.
so sometimes when you are having some problems, whatever, and even those kind of the side eye, you can just
know
so
the deal.
Yeah, of course.
That's so nice. It's so bad the way we really normalize this, but it's not normal. It's not normal.
Yeah.
I don't think like Western people, you can tell them, does this turn and ring any bell in your mind? Like the look.
Also, the
from
impact
mother.
on us is greater.
Mhm.
I can give an example of our everyday life, maybe here on campus. we have the idea that it also created like division, gender roles,
Right.
like the way we grow up together. Somehow, even in our class, you've realized that men or boys take the first initiative to do most of the things, not because girls
Men?
cannot,
Okay.
because even in our own
Here
homes,
doesn't have men in her class.
yeah, even in our own classes, the girls from home, they always know that if something is happening, mostly the boys go first for it. So it impacts even in life, in class. No one ever complains about situations like, why is the best performer in class never a girl?
Right.
You can do a serious census, and out of like 10 courses, probably like one has only the girl
The
performer
top.
who's being the top best
Yeah.
performer. Not because it wouldn't be possible in other courses, but because the amount of girls that would take initiative to strive
for
for
it.
that same
Yeah.
position
Right.
is very low.
Yeah.
So
I think we're so used to having like enough. Like we're used to this thing which is called enough is like average is enough.
Yeah.
Like we don't aim higher.
Yes.
Because guess what? You know, in my
Boys.
class we're 24% of the class is the girls and the rest is the boys. So why should I fight for the top? For being on the top.
Yeah.
So still on the topic, you see the way Africans don't really mind about mental health. When you talk about, oh my mom, I'm facing the depression, it's like, do you need food? What's wrong?
You've eaten, you have a place to live, you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
clothes.
yeah. But when it comes to you guys, it's a different story. I want to ask you what talent, like, what that thing that's tell you, you should be careful to your mind. That snap that came to you, what happened to you for you to be aware that, oh, I should start working on myself.
Okay, so basically, when I got a scholarship to come to Rwanda,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh, you're not a Rwandese. You could have said that.
yeah, guys, I'm
Yeah.
from-
Yeah, because everything about him really oozes Rwanda, right?
Right?
Yeah, including his local language.
So from Kenya, I didn't mention that, sorry. So when I got a scholarship to come to Kenya, I realized like I'm going to be on my own because since I was born, actually I've been living with my parents. If not my parents, then it's my grandmother. Actually, the number of times I've lived with my grandmother is kind of higher than the number of times I spent with my mother. So the kind of that bombastic eyes or like
Lower.
the looks or anything, I didn't
You don't
experience
know.
it.
You didn't?
You're a
Oh,
spoiled
God.
child.
Like,
For the grandmother, it's kind of cruel than even that. Though
Yeah.
it's cruel, but not that harsh. I
It's
don't want to,
passionate.
yeah.
Yes.
But whenever there's anything big, she's always there to correct you, and they don't want to use the harsh words or any like there's that kind of pampering you, you know. You're
Oh,
my boy,
yeah,
you know.
right.
Chill.
So when I came to Rwanda, I was like, hey, I'm now going to be alone, and I'm going to be with them because you know we share different culture, we share different like even the kind of food, the kind of, I mean, you go to the market, you really don't feel that interactive unless you
Yeah.
get someone to be there to support
For
you.
you.
You want to go to I'm a football fan, you know. I want to go to the auditorium and people
Yeah.
are, you know, the kind of fun in the auditorium when people are watching football, that noise. So literally you feel like I'm not really part of this. I want to enjoy it, but I'm not really, because you don't understand what
language
people are
is not-
saying. So like I was like, you know, this kind of things, if I take them to be that big deal, they will really affect my state of mental, and I didn't want anything affecting me after getting the scholarship. I
Right.
wanted to-
Scholarship?
I wanted
You're having a lot
rest
of
and,
money to
yeah,
count.
I wanted to rest and
Get
to
it
study,
something.
and yeah, so it was like, okay, now I'm on my own. I have to take the initiative of, in case there's any small mistake or small issue, I have to be realizing how easily can I solve this without really engaging people who are back at home. So I was like, I want to be friendly to everyone. I want to be positive and being open every time with my friends. So even in this room, you can tell me everyone is my friend. We do talk and we
Yeah,
engage in
for
several-
real.
So that bit of
Maybe
being
not
open
me.
to everyone.
No shit.
We're acquainted.
So we are, they are my friends. We do interact. If it's not the club of Toastmasters, it's the Mastercard. If not that, we have been engaging in several activities. So
Right.
being open and being like positive really helped me that I have to be that friendly to everyone, not being closing up on small issues that can really mount up to be something big that will now affect me in a big situation. So yeah, being open and positive every time really helped me, and I can say with this 1 year that I've spent in Rwanda, everything is now good, and as I said earlier, today I really feel good, and it's been that one for the
So
most.
the turning point for you was just to travel to run, and then you're like, oh, I'm alone now.
Yeah.
I should figure it out. Elvis, what about you? Were you born like knowing that depression exists, trauma, I should work on it, or
Well, no.
this is a
no,
turning
I
point?
I assure you, like most people, I was born not knowing anything. Don't let me fool you. But well, you'd be surprised how many things I did get to know at a very young age. But mental health, I think, in the concept, is a very young idea in the African context, right? It's a very young idea, and just to bring us back in when you talked about how Africans don't really want to believe in mental health, or if you brought it up to someone you trust, they'd do more like, you need some water, you know, right? There's just very much a sort of shakiness and awkwardness to how we approach it, right? And if I had to say, like, this is not exactly scientifically backed, but a very strong theory of mine is that it was not packaged in a way that can be understood in the African context. Mental health was not brought to us in a way that we can understand, like, oh, you know, when you've been doing hard labor for 17 hours in a day and you go home and you don't get enough rest to do that, rinse, repeat for a week, maybe up there it's not as
That's
good.
whitish.
What we were told was, you know, you have a good paying job and you're working every day, and for some we have a lovely family, right? And then suddenly you're depressed. And how was that supposed to ever compute to the African mind? It was never packaged in a way that we were going to understand. So what do I think is, like, why mental health is so shaky here is if it was made to be more relatable, right? As a younger generation, we are exposed to some things that, let's say, our parents, grandparents probably would never have dreamed of.
It's a
right?
different story.
We are
So
much
you
more
would
in tune
localize
with, we're much more in tune with the rest of the globe. So we do understand that even a person working a white collar job, getting a good pay, is susceptible to, like, getting some sort of complication, right? Mentally. However, here our struggles are, you know, how do I make a living? And as soon as you've done that, as far as you're concerned, you've reached the peak of happiness, right?
Don't care.
So what should we do? We need to repackage mental health. Okay.
So let's go.
Do we need
question
money,
is,
or
do we really need money more than we need mental health, or we need to have this kind of good mental health, then we can have money after?
well, okay, if let me be brief this time, right? But I think
Be
that-
honest.
yeah. In the African context, I'd say we are lucky to have the chance to have seen what happens if the money comes first, and then we realize that the mental health can still be compromised later on. So I'd say we are lucky in the sense that we can have both. It is very much possible that we can have our cake and eat it too. In the sense that
The cake.
Vocabulary and
Right.
yes,
The
that is
nature.
what I think.
Ian, do you need money or mental health?
well, like he said, you should bake a cake and eat it too.
Rich
Sometimes you
people.
don't get to do it, but these are both things we need, right? Either one, life does not go well. If you have mental health and no money, then you have a very poor mental health, because lack of money
Really?
also causes depression and hunger and pain, but also having money and poor mental health also does affect you in multiple ways. You have heard of some of our parents, our fathers, some of them, they spend most of their salary on alcohol.
Right.
So you can imagine they have money and then they drink for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
I believe that to be a poor mental health situation, because how are you making so much money and losing it all at the same time? You're working for nothing.
Yeah, true,
So
true.
both of them are very good.
My unpopular opinion is,
Yeah, unpopular.
unpopular opinion, I think we need mental health more than we need money. Because you see, have you ever seen someone who is like poor, but then, he doesn't
Yeah.
care, he's peaceful. Like he's living a peaceful life. You get the point. So for me,
But
yeah,
Or
personally,
maybe you say
Yeah.
actually someone
It's
who is
personally.
having, someone who has a
Sure.
good mental health is actually rich.
yeah.
Because you can't buy that.
Exactly. No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about money. Like money, in terms of money, I think we should first get the mental health, and then money could be a
Money
plus.
follows.
I don't
Oh,
need
you are
to.
right. You
I
are
don't
very
need that
honest.
first. I
It's
need
very
money.
unpopular.
I can figure it out after. So you can think of what you think in money
So-
or mental health.
my dear, when it comes to money,
Oh.
it's
She's an
something.
accountant.
African accountant.
She's an
Yeah, of
accountant
course.
You
herself.
said my dear,
As
you just
someone
know.
who is doing finance, we
Oh.
need money. But of course, we need the coexistence of both.
Okay.
We need the mental
Yeah.
health and we need the money. Because back to what you was just saying, that we do need the mental health than the money. But my dear, there is some time even you may need the money to get that standard of the mental health.
Yeah.
I may say like the therapy services, maybe you've lost someone that you loved and yet you are poor and you are having a depression and yet you need someone like to answer you, but it needs money to get that
Hey,
services.
money.
Money.
So,
Money. We need
We
money.
need the money.
Money.
We need
Yeah,
the money.
please subscribe
and the
for
mental
money.
health.
Comment for money.
Yeah, we need both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin, are you rich enough?
As a MasterCard.
As a masterclass scholar, what do you need?
As a MasterCard scholar, as a business student,
All right.
Money.
I'll literally say we should use the one stone to kill two birds.
Ah.
I mean, as a student,
Money
we
first.
really have to learn both because, okay, without money, I can say 80 to 90% of my problems,
Yeah.
of my mental health situation or problems,
Rely on that.
rely on the issue of money. But whenever I also have money,
Yeah.
I also experience the mental health issues like, okay, how am I going to spend this money so that it's able to be sustainable enough to sustain
That's
this
a mastercard
period of
student.
time.
I can never think
Because-
about that.
For the HEC students, we basically
Yeah.
always
Students.
have
So,
mental health.
yeah. So we need.
BRD student.
We actually don't need that much money. We need, and I mean, because money will never be enough for a human being. It will never be enough. But the money you have, if you're able to plan well with it, you're able to. It will give you a good mental health situation. Because if you don't have the money, it will be a problem. And if you check our whatever Kanziga, the minister, have said, sometimes you can say that you don't have the money, but you have a good state of health. Then all of a sudden you lose, as a mother, you lose your child. And you don't have the means or some of the ways that you can use to get over the grieving of the situation. And someone who is maybe having money can use the money. Let me go to Dubai. Let me go to Maldives and take some 1 week, vacation
Right.
to reminisce on the situation. Then come back to. So we really need the coexistence of money and mental health. Literally.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's so nice. For me, as I told you, I think mental health should come first and then man after.
But
But-
since we're being unpopular,
Yeah, it's
There is also
Very controversial.
as long as we have a lot of people in different fields.
Yeah.
I'm open to your
No, honestly,
ideas.
I highly agree with you because when it comes to like the acknowledgement of mental health, it's very good that you mentioned therapy services, right? Mental health is not something that is localized in a
Right.
hospital or in a mental institution. When you go to a doctor, you have a stomachache, right? You have maybe an amoeba infection. They tell you take these pills for a week, but you know what they tell you? They tell you eat healthy, right?
Yeah,
They tell you
right.
exercise, right?
Yeah.
Which needs money.
These are no.
Dream.
This is not where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Where I'm going with this
Don't worry,
is
money will come.
Colleagues.
it will come.
Money will.
Money will
Okay.
come. But where I'm going with this is mental health is not something that you need extra help to achieve. Mental health is very much contextualized to you. It is very subjective to you.
Yeah.
You can maintain your own mental health by in a week when you have class every day,
Yeah.
you take a break and watch a movie.
Right.
Of
Yes.
course.
You can maintain your own mental health
See
by
how stable I am, and I'm broke. Broke and
you know,
proud.
You don't have to
Broke,
lie.
broke, huh?
it
I don't have
is
to lie.
You don't have to lie.
it is important that if it's not to like an advanced level, it is very possible for you yourself to forego a lot of luxuries that are not available to
Yeah.
you, and try and find a way to like clear the fog in your own mind in your own way, right? Like you don't need to go out to a cinema to enjoy a movie, right?
Of course. Yes.
So yeah, what I'm saying is like you can maintain your own mental health by learning to overcome a lot of like perceived obstacles.
Yes.
So
That's
Yeah.
Elvis. You're a doctor.
Of
You're a
course.
doctor. He's a real doctor. No,
yeah,
it's-
I am not a
I
doctor.
wonder why.
I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor.
Yeah, so the last question, this is somehow challenging. You see the way we've been in like turning out, like you're coming from nursery, you know that you're going to primary, and then you know that you're going to, A level, O level, whatever. So what's that point that made you realize that you're strong than how you believed? Like, there's some stories from other people that they say, oh, when I was pregnant and then I gave birth, I saw that I could do it. You guys don't give up. you don't give birth, and I have never given birth. So what's that point that show you that you're stronger than how you believed? Like, did I pass this? Was that me? What was that point?
Well, if I was to say for me, myself personally, I did my high school in Uganda. So
We have everything here.
Diversity.
Kenya, Uganda, where are you coming from?
as a,
Born and raised in Rwanda.
yes, born in Congo maybe.
Please.
As a 12-year-old, moving to another country was unbelievable. And being left there was a whole different idea.
And
They
that
left
country
you
being Uganda.
abandoned.
Country
you?
being Uganda, it felt like abandoning because it
Yeah.
was. They took me to a different country and left me there. I
Alone.
hated my first day, but after a few days, a few weeks, a few months, the most difficult part to me was coming back home and going there. The journey is almost 12 to 14 hours in the bus. So imagine a 12-year-old, you have to book your own bus. Usually we just booking a bus from here to Kigali is like 3,000, but then it was like 12,000 for a child my age that time.
Yeah.
12,000 was a lot of money for me to have alone, and then I have to go book a bus that has to take 17 hours. Most of the time it was even a night bus.
You're stronger than how I
So-
used to see you.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For me, that was the true test of my mental health. That's when I realized I could have thicker skin. I was able to go through all that every day. Until one point, my parents trusted me enough to leave me for years. I would just be there.
Right.
And it was now just routine, easy. Waking up in the morning, going to Uganda, nothing. Absolutely easy.
You got used to it,
I got used to it.
Kanziga,
My dear.
when did you realize that you're a strong woman?
Okay, I think that I do have so many things that I have passed which showed me that I'm too strong, but somehow personal. But what I can say is that everyone has their personal goals. So when I was in high school, I dreamed to study like estate management evaluation at the
Oh, really?
university.
You even knew that.
Yeah.
Imagine that
Yeah,
you for
at the university. But once I got admitted at the University of Rwanda, they have given me to study accounting and finance, and I was like, and I used to hate it, my dear. And I said, my God, what am I going to do?
With this.
Yeah, and at our promotion, many people have just excelled the national examination. All of us was heavy.
Everyone is like 100%.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time I was thinking that maybe I'm not going to join the University of Rwanda
Right.
just because I don't want to study that. Yeah, even the passion inside me. And by the time I've applied for the sponsorship from the
Masterclass scholar.
no, no, before that. I've
BRD.
yeah, of course. and they rejected me. And I said,
They did?
what am I going to do with that? But by chance, the MasterCard Foundation.
God came through.
Yeah.
We already
So-
rejected
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
Born-
strong. Oh boy.
Born with a silver spoon.
Right.
Yeah. And even with the formats, my dear. And I was saying,
Elvis.
what am I going to do?
Are you
But-
strong or you
This
just
moment made me realize. I imagine that one is still pending.
pending?
It's very much
Rich
pending.
kid.
Could be that.
It's probably on the way. I'll tell you guys when it
Yeah.
does happen. But I'll tell you what. I've seen. I come from a very big family.
Big.
Yes, I have.
An extended
Like you
family.
have like 3 moms
I
and
have-
5 fathers.
Well, I wouldn't
Father.
say. No.
Yeah,
Do not quote me on that. I do not
Extended.
have 3 moms, but I have 4 sisters
Oh,
that I grew up with, right? And
Okay.
in that case,
the
I've
only
seen.
boy.
Yes, I'm the only boy.
Okay.
Let me tell you,
Mama's boy.
I have come to like I've seen them go through so much, the older ones, the younger ones, that it was more of a case of like acquired confidence, because a lot of the time your older sibling, whether they are a boy or a girl, is probably like the paragon of everything you want to
Yeah.
stand for. They have seen so much of life that you haven't, because like as a child your memory is very small, right? Your sister goes away for a month, comes back, she knows so many things, right? So as far as you're concerned, this is probably like the smartest person in existence.
Yeah.
And you
the
see
other
them
sister.
go through an obstacle. You're thinking, if I'm in that situation, what am I doing? Absolutely nothing.
Dead.
I'm caving. Right?
Dying.
So seeing them overcome it, seeing them become better, like over it, right? Always told me, you know what? I've seen someone else do this, right? This is probably even easier than what they've had
Yeah.
to deal with.
You're the first.
Yeah, so I'm just like, you know what? What would my sister do, right? Probably she would struggle, but she'd probably overcome it. So I'm sure my moment will come eventually. But as right now, I'm still very much working on the confidence I was given.
Right.
Take your time.
Hey.
But my dear, I didn't finish my point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I can back to it. By the time then after I've got the sponsorship from the MasterCard Foundation, and I sat down and promised myself I'm just going to be committed to those courses that I've admitted to study for. So, to change the personal goals that you have drafted, whatever the mindset, but yeah, it was so good and I'm doing well, and by now I do dream that one day I will serve as minister in charge of finance. Yeah.
Countrywide, not in university.
Yeah.
That's so
Yes.
nice. That's so nice. Oh, my dream. I dream to be rich. Come rain, come sunshine.
Says the
Whatever it
person who
takes.
thinks mental health should come
To be
first.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see
Make
that
up your
I'm
mind.
stable.
Make up your mind.
For me, I think I'm still in my discovery stage because there's this
Oh,
time
you're
that
in the closet.
right. I'm in the closet. Yeah, I'm still discovering myself because I don't think that I'm strong because there are some scenarios that someone told me and I'm like, you did that? You should be having a documentary actually.
On Oprah.
Yeah, on Oprah,
Yeah.
Netflix.
Already, let us ignore the mental health implications
Yeah.
of saying you're not strong.
Yeah,
Let's not
right.
even get into that.
Let's not talk about
Absolutely not opening that
Yeah,
box.
so thank you for coming. Thank you for joining our conversation today. Yeah, this marks our end of the podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure.
I should take the compliment.